We're live and it's a party. I am super excited. Welcome, everybody.
If I do this,
Woohoo.
I get balloons.
Do you really?
Yeah,
Oh,
if it'll work.
let's get in front of the camera.
I think it's like a
What?
certain distance.
How about the hearts?
I could do
Do the
hearts.
plus.
But I actually got balloons.
Only the host can, I think, or I'm not doing them very good.
Well, it's on my Mac. I've got iOS. So it's like reactions.
Okay, anybody else?
Anyway.
I just have a little pet peeve while we're waiting for some guests to join us because I don't want to start the party till the guests are here. So you keep me posted. You keep me posted when we have some guests.
Okay.
Has anybody else done the latest iOS update 2068, whatever version it is? I think it's 18 or something. And
yes, 18.
It has totally, and this is, so anybody that's watching, this is an unfiltered version. Anyways, it's shit, that new update. My everything is sluggish, and my messages, I can't listen to audio messages. It's not opening things. I think there's some kind of new AI bot running. Like, I'm not anti-AI, but there's something running in the background that's really slowing things down. And it's not fun.
No.
Okay.
Zero fun. So, and I don't know because I haven't downloaded it, only because I have zero room on my phone.
Yeah. I know, I hear that. You're lucky. Just
I'm like, okay.
wait until they'll have bug fixes now. We'll be doing a bunch of updates with all the bug fixes. So
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super fun. So you were saying, so we're celebrating your birthday, and I'm going to get more into that later once we have a few more guests, because I know there's some people that want to join us. Right. So you were saying that you have already been doing some fun things for your birthday today. Mm-hmm. So I think that's pretty cool, because I love to hear when people celebrate themselves. You look absolutely divinely gorgeous. I bet you look better now than you did the day you were born.
Maybe a little better.
I think so. I think so.
I definitely have more hair.
And we do have a special guest. You have more hair. Good. Okay. Yeah. We have a special guest today too. And I think, like, we also should have had a very special guest today, your mom. I mean, without her, we wouldn't have you, and life just wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be as much fun. I think we definitely, we should have had your mom.
Mom, if you're watching, comment, and then I'll send you the stream.
Yeah, we can get your mom on here.
Well, you know what? I saw her yesterday.
Yes.
As I had to clean her house yesterday. Ideally, I was supposed to clean it today, and because it's my monthly clean out there. But I said, due to our show being on the Wednesday, I said I definitely won't be getting back into town to be able to do our show for 4, because I'm usually cleaning until 5 out there. So it's like an 8-hour clean.
Birthday.
So I was like, you know what? I love you. I said, can I come on the Tuesday instead? And she's like, sure, by all means, which was nice because I was able to get my birthday card and my gift then and spent some time with her and whatever. And she put like this beautiful note in my birthday card saying that even though it was like -10 the day that I was born, she said I warmed their hearts when I was born. And I just like almost cried.
Okay. Well, that sounds better than the card that I sent to you as a surprise. So, and I had a big note, wait and open this on the show. But of course, the Postal Service decided to take a strike this time of year, which is
you're asking
tradition.
my address.
I should have expected that. It's tradition. You're kind of, why the hell does she need my address, right? But I can tell you, it wasn't warm and fuzzy and sentimental. It had something more to do with rainbows and unicorn farts, and how I hope that your birthday was that unique. I think it's something like that. And it was supposed to be hilarious, but
oh my goodness.
Now, spoiler alert. So you do have a card showing up probably around February the 17th. So yeah, happy belated birthday whenever it gets to you.
Thank you. I'm just quickly sharing this on my Facebook because I can only do so many links out to everything. So I want to make sure My my people get it. Okay, so we're good there.
This is popular. So I
No, this is for the show, not,
yeah,
Um,
I brought some
I
bubbly.
awesome. That's you could drink that during the show.
I'm planning on.
Okay, so I think first of all, one of the reasons why today was also very special was that we dedicated this show, um, not just with my birthday, but we said, because we have a very, like, I just met this wonderful lady who's in our networking group, and she works with Tooth Express. And we had found out that they're doing this whole charitable drive for Mamas to Mamas, Calgary. And I thought, well, Deena came up with this amazing idea. And I totally agreed that it would be nice if everyone gave instead of to me for my birthday, because I love you guys. I love your audience, the audience. I love that everyone tunes in. That's a huge gift in itself. And just having amazing friends to talk to and everyone's support, that's a huge gift every day that I receive. And this little gift of just giving to them for those in need was a really special thing that Deena brought up. And I thought, that would be amazing. So let's bring on Jade Kennedy of Tooth Express, and then she can kind of go through a little bit more, because I do believe that we're able to give, maybe, because I think today the event ended, but we can still give. So let's just bring her on. Hi, Jade.
Hello. Thank you for having me. Happy birthday. I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you. I'm hoping for balloons. By the end of the show, I'll get them. Don't worry.
You will.
I did it during
Absolutely.
sound check. I was sitting here going, okay, now I'm not sure if it's because I've got a virtual background going too that it's overriding it. But okay, anyway. Those of you who have iOS on your Mac computers, do this during a virtual and you'll get balloons. I swear. I'm not crazy. See, look at all the balloons right here. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, well, Jade, well, Deena, you're the host. Take it away.
I was really excited when Jade mentioned this initiative that she had planned. And when she said the date, it's just like, well, it was just a natural fit. We're already doing a show that day. Yes, we're starting after the event is technically over, but it was still a special way to celebrate and acknowledge Cari's birthday and make this a way for people to give in a way that helps mamas. And I'm just really thrilled that you mentioned it, and we can't wait to hear how your event went today and what happened, and if people are still inspired to give, that there are ways to do that.
I also want to know how she got in contact, or how Mamas to Mamas it's Mamas for Mamas, I should say.
Yes.
Got in contact with you. I tried, like, I was posting up and I was tagging and I was like, why isn't Mamas to Mamas coming up?
Mamas for Mamas.
And then I was like, oh, Mamas for Mamas. Okay.
Well, I think Jade's involved with the group.
So yeah, please tell us a bit of the background too. That'd be great.
Yeah, sure. So we did have our event today. We did a Fill the Van event. As some of you may know, I do operate a mobile dental hygiene clinic out of a van. So we thought we would put a spin on collecting donations and to fill the van. We were extremely successful and we were able to fill the van twice, which is absolutely incredible. Woo! Yeah. Feeling really just so grateful for our community on that. Mamas for Mamas is a national charity that provides resources and support for people and families living in poverty and low-income situations. So we're really grateful to be working with them. We're actually implementing a dental hygiene program where members of the community of low income can access dental hygiene care. That is a separate event that we will talk about in the future, but just some ways that people can get involved would be what I would love to go over, if that's okay with you.
Definitely.
Yeah, so the biggest thing would be to sponsor a family. So there's about 160 families that are in need. And this year, there's only been about 25 sponsors that have stepped up this far. So number one would be, if you can sponsor, to sponsor a family. Number two, if your time and resources are a little bit more limited, would just be donating directly to the location Mamas for Mamas in Calgary. That includes clothing, non-perishables, diapers, diapers, wipes. A big need that we have right now is winter clothing. A lot of families who are either new to Canada or have been in Canada but can't afford to get winter gear, they are struggling because, as we know, Alberta is not the warmest climate. So warm clothing would be our number one that we would be looking for sure.
Yes, definitely. I am really impressed that people were generous. You wanted to fill the van and you filled it twice?
I know.
I
That's so
love
cool
that.
because the first event that I saw you did out in Airdrie, correct?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
correct.
how long ago? That was last week or was that just the following weekend?
That was 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh, 2 weeks ago. Okay. That is so cool. And then you guys filled it right to the brim. I just want to know the biggest donation that people gave. Like, was it more diapers what was the go-to donation?
The go-to is definitely diapers, which is huge because that is something that all babies need and not a lot of people have access to. So it was a great donation.
Oh, good. That's so
They're
cute.
expensive.
Oh, they
They
are,
are expensive. Yeah.
right?
Seems like
And
everything is.
do you remember
Mhm.
like newborn diapers were almost like $10 a pack way back when?
Mhm.
I don't even know what they are now, but I'm thinking, you need a pack, like almost 2 packs for even the first week.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And so many people are struggling these days with the economy and everything that's going on. So if we can support and make a difference, that's all I really want to do with Tooth Express and this initiative.
Yeah, that's amazing. Can we share the Instagram? You guys want to
Yeah, let's
share?
do it.
I thought it was cute because it kind of showed the van. It wasn't quite full, but it was kind of cute. So let's just
Yeah.
get in there and pop it open. Okay, it's still going. That's funny. Here they are on location. So who is that cute little lady with you? And who's that
So
mama?
Anita, she's such a lovely woman. She is the director of all of what's going on in Mamas for Mamas Calgary. And that is her baby that she has strapped on her. She is truly
Aw.
a multitasker, super woman, and she is making a huge difference.
That is so cute. So that
Yeah,
was today's event, right?
that was before we finished. So our van was halfway full. That was the second load. And then another sponsor came after and they were able to donate and fill the rest of the van up.
That's cute.
I do see a lot of diapers. That's amazing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was incredible.
And they're not just like the little packs. That's like the big Costco packs right there.
Yeah.
I can see. Yeah, that's so cute. Well, thank you everyone who donated so far. I
Yeah.
think that's truly amazing. And being able to give back to our communities is something that, we just, I mean, the one thing I don't like about these charitable events is that it usually always happens at Christmas time, and we should be doing this all year round.
Yeah.
I personally think so. If we do want to give,
Yeah.
can we? I mean, it's a stupid question, but can we give all year round? Like, are they accepting
Oh, God.
donations at any time?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can arrive, you can show up anytime to drop off items. At the back
Okay.
of the location, you can drop off larger items, and at the front, you can drop off any smaller donations.
Okay. Can you give us a list off the top of your head of, well, I know you kind of said diapers was the biggest thing that they do need, but what
Yeah.
are some other items that can be used?
Yeah, the biggest ones right now as we are approaching winter is winter jackets, ski pants, winter boots, diapers, wipes, non-perishable items. Hygiene items are huge, so pads, tampons, nipple pads for the moms that are breastfeeding. And those would be the biggest items right now.
Awesome. Deena, anything else? Wait, I'm not the one running this.
Yes.
Deena, you're the one running this?
Well, there's
Sorry.
a lot of people in our audience that aren't near the location. I'd ask you to share the address again for us, please, on
Yeah.
the live today, so people can jot that down or at least be aware of it, and a website. Are there other ways that we can support, because we don't all live in or near Calgary?
Absolutely. So you can go online and make a cash donation. You are able to receive a charity tax receipt if you are a small business or a business in general. So a cash donation would be great. Or if you know any other support or resources in the city that would like to connect with Mamas for Mamas, that would be an incredible impact.
And I understand there's chapters in different cities. Like you said, it's national.
Yeah.
So there's more
Yeah, so
than just Calgary.
Yeah, there's a couple locations in BC, and there's a couple in Ontario as well.
Okay. I
Awesome.
think there had been one in Red Deer. I don't know if they're still active anymore. But
Yeah,
it would be listed
yeah.
on the website, I'm assuming. And can you tell us what the website address is, please, Jade?
Yep, it's mamasformamas.org.
Easy. Mamas
Easy.
for mamas.org.
Mamas
Yes.
to mamas. Note to self,
Perfect.
not mamas to
So
mamas.
there will be a donate button, there'll be locations and chapters and information and probably wish lists, suggestions for items that could be donated. So please
That's
consider supporting them. I know I was involved in when I had published several books and we did a book launch and had a Fem Talks. So it was all female authors. So we did a Fem Talks event as a book launch in Calgary, and all the proceeds of those tickets went to Mamas for Calgary. And that's the first that I had heard of the organization. Was really impressed.
Wow.
Yeah.
You walk in and you feel welcomed, and it's such an amazing group of women that are there, and men as well that are there as well. But yeah, the group of women are just incredible when you walk in, and it's such a powerful force, and they're making a true difference.
That's
I have
awesome.
a question for anybody
Yeah.
who is in our audience who either themselves or they know someone who could use this type of support. Do you happen to know the process of how they would apply to receive some of this support?
Yeah, so they do have a social worker on site. So the best way to be involved would either to be make a phone call where they will start the application process, or to go online where you can start the application process as well.
Okay, fantastic.
And they support any families that have a kid in their care. So anyone from 0 to 18 years old, if they have a kid in their care, then they are able to receive that help.
Wonderful.
Awesome. Thank you, Jade. Anything else, Deena?
Yeah.
No, I think that's it. I'm impressed.
Yeah. No, that's wonderful. I'm so glad you were able to do that and you could fill it twice.
Yeah.
Which is
Thank
so
you
great.
so much.
Right before the season of Christmas begins, and now they can have a nice warm Christmas and a nice warm, winter even, because
Yeah.
if you said they're getting clothes too, then that's important. So
And dry
Yeah.
bottoms for the babies.
Mhm.
Yes. There's never enough.
Formula.
So thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing all of this as well, because it's better to connect with a larger audience, and I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. You're so very welcome.
Thanks for
Well,
joining
Jade,
us.
have a
Jade.
great day and go have yourself some cake as well. And
Yes. Happy birthday, Cari.
Or
Thank
pour
you.
yourself a drink and join us.
Yes. Yes. Will do.
we'll party after. All right,
It's
thank
5
you,
o'clock in Saskatchewan, so we're good.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
where
yeah.
I grew up. So
It is 5 o'clock.
it's all good.
Yep.
No one
lived in
ever said
Moosomin.
5 a.m. or 5 p.m. I just want to put that out there.
That's ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, good job. But no, it is. It's actually past 5 in Saskatchewan, so that counts. That's my motherland.
That's amazing.
We're good.
We're all good. I gotcha.
Bye.
You're honorary. Okay, bye.
See you.
That is so good.
Woo.
So good.
So
and
fun.
So cool and
I
amazing.
am, not only impressed with Jade for putting that together and inviting people to participate, and it makes it fun. They have a visual, like fill a van, right? And we see in that Instagram post, there it is half full, and that's like almost 2 times that it was filled. So super impressed with the response and the support that people offered.
Right.
So I want to get into the whole birthday party, birthday party theme. So I am actually going to crack this baby open. And you know what? I don't know if Anna is with us yet, but our good friend Anna, our dear
Is Anna
friend, she's our
coming?
special guest. Yes, Anna is coming. And this
I thought you meant like Jade was our special guest, and I was like, well, I know. And then you said guest, and I was like, huh.
No, well, she's going to tune in. I don't know if she'll be able to come online, but Wow.
Who else wants to come on?
This who?
We could have a pot. Okay, we're going to allow 5 people on. So if you want the link, hit me up.
This is not easy. You definitely have to be sober to open this. Anyways, I got this.
Come on,
Anna spoke. I was a guest of hers at the Calgary Biz Brigade, the Womanish Biz Brigade, and this was a lovely little gift that she had for each of us that were guests.
She was a nominee for the Superlative Awards.
Superlative Awards, yes.
Superlative.
That was last weekend.
Awards, which
Really,
is pretty cool. And what's really cool is that we're both part of Womanish.
Yes.
And so we could have been nominated too. However,
I was last year.
Were you?
It's a screw top. I was thinking I had to pop. Okay, well, screw it up. Okay.
You ever get like
those, a trailblazer. I was nominated for a Trailblazer award. So,
that's so cool. So
I don't know if you can see this. Partners in crime. I figured that was appropriate for us. Chug a lug a lug a lug. Okay, this is toast.
Partners in shift.
You have something that we can toast you? A water bottle. That's sexy.
Cheers.
I love it. Cheers. Cheers.
Always stay hydrated.
Did you notice you look smashing? I tried to find something shiny and glittery. This is like, honestly, this is all the glitter I own.
Really?
And I'm just, my bling. That's my bling. And I busted it out, dusted it off just for your birthday party, Cari. Had to make it special to you. Happy birthday.
Kyle's going to come home and be like, what's with all the bling, baby?
Yeah, who's the party? Oh, hearts. I love it. Okay.
At least I got hearts. I'm still trying to figure out balloons, why it's not working. I don't know if I'm too close.
I have some surprises. I have a surprise for you too, but
okay.
I want to talk about a little bit about birthdays.
Okay.
So I am interested, yes. When we talk about birthdays, some people don't love birthdays. And sometimes it's related to because it means they're getting older or they've had some bad memories around that. And we talked a little bit about that another time. And I don't know if I talked about it on the show, but I love to celebrate other people's birthdays and plan for them and do special things. And it's just always really been my jam. And my mom always made it a very special celebration. And I remember we had a guest with us one time, and it was one of our birthdays. No, it was their birthday. And we surprised them with a birthday party. And they're like, your family's kind of weird. Like they make this, it feels like it's Christmas or something, but it's just my birthday. And you guys made a really big deal. I was like, yeah, dude, just soak it up, like enjoy it. That's how we do birthdays. Like that's a very special day. So I'm curious what your memories are, what your thoughts are when your birthday's coming up, because I just ran with it and you're like, oh, that's going to be my birthday. I'm like, great, we're going to make it a birthday party. And I just made it a birthday party. And I got thinking about that. I never did ask you, were you okay with that? I mean, you did show up with a birthday background and you're dressed up and you just look fantastic, but maybe I just kind of forced you to have a birthday party.
I kind of forced you.
I forced you, yeah.
A forced birthday party. They're gonna like it. I'm not like
it, damn it.
Like it, damn it. I think it's one of those things where it's like 1 year I feel like so celebratory, and another year I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't, and I hate to say it, but it also kind of goes with the weather in some cases. Because 1 year we had -30, and it's like, I won't go anywhere and do anything for my birthday. And me being a summer person, I'm just like, oh, I would rather be out on a patio somewhere, having a nice dinner or a drink or something and enjoying it that way. But because we've been doing our shift show, and I decided back in the fall, a few episodes back, that I wanted to kind of step into things a little bit differently and kind of just sort of allow things to sort of flow and go with it. And if it kind of pops up and we end up doing a little celebration, cool, right? I find when I get negative, And I'm always like, no, no, no. Then, it kind of puts a damper on it. So even though, let's say this got canceled or something, whatever, it is what it is. But it's still like the thought, which I think is really cool. The only thing is that with posting on social media about birthdays, which is great, but not great. I remember a few years ago, I actually I took my birthday off of my Facebook to let people get notified of my birthday, only because at one point, I know, like whatever 500, 400 comments, like all the happy birthdays just on Facebook alone.
Popular.
Oh my goodness. I love everyone. I really do. But not just that, because now I have more connections on like LinkedIn.
Right.
And we've had more guests on our shows and things like that. So I'm accumulating people that I know in my network, which is awesome. However, it's like, this was the first year I actually had tons of people in LinkedIn wish me happy birthday, it was so nice. And I was like, this is great. Then I realized, okay, I'm spending a lot of time writing them back, going, thank you so much, because I do want everyone to know I appreciate their birthday wishes and they're thinking of me. Like, that's amazing, because I know today, even when I was on my own Facebook, I think there's like 5 other people with a birthday today. And
Oh,
so,
amazing.
so if you can imagine, if us 5 all have 10
Yes.
connections that are the same, you know what I mean? It gets to be a lot. So,
It's a lot. Yeah.
right. So pretty much I try to individually say thank you if I can. But if not, like probably tomorrow I'll just do a mass thank you to everyone, because
Yeah.
I just don't want anyone feeling excluded because they took that time
Well,
to
the other
definitely do
thing,
that. But it is time consuming to get to
it
everyone,
is, yeah.
and then I feel like, because I have plans later to be going for dinner, I don't want to be sitting at dinner feeling like I have to reply to people saying thank you. I don't want to be rude. But now I'm also at the point in my life where people should understand, like, you're busy and you're doing things and there's boundaries and taking your time to do it. I went for lunch as well today. So I definitely was not on my phone saying thank you to everyone during lunch. I'm like, they can wait a little bit. And,
Yeah. The other
so
thing to consider though too, Cari, is people don't want to they get a notification, especially say on a comment, and then others comment, and then now you're commenting back, and then you're liking it, and
yeah.
everybody gets a bing, 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 bing. They don't want that.
Yeah.
They do
So go to
not
your
want that.
Facebook.
So
Well,
just a
the biggest thing
one-time
wasn't, sorry,
thank you,
real
everybody.
quick, the one biggest thing
Yeah.
wasn't birthdays. It was because I got nominated for my Canadian Choice Award.
Woo,
So,
woo.
which is awesome and great news for like a birthday gift. So if you've commented earlier on, go over. If you see those things, you can go over. There's 3 little buttons. You can click on it and go turn off notifications for this post.
Yeah.
Please do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Good,
save
good
y'all
tip.
now. So
Yeah, good
that's
tip.
one thing. But you are correct with any post. If you start around, and especially if you're in a large group of something and you just get, because 80, 100 people may comment on something and it's like bing, 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 bing. So please spare yourselves and do all that. But those that are listening, thank you for your birthday wishes already. So I do appreciate it. And your congratulations for my nominee and all that. So that's all I got to say on that end. So it's not, back to your question, it's not a good thing or a bad thing to celebrate. It also is a preference for some people. And, I think those that can really appreciate getting a year older, we have to look at how blessed we are with actually getting another year. Because now, even just this past year, all the deaths that have happened, and I think, wow, like, I mean, there's like 10-year-olds that have passed away, or 20-year-olds, or even 30-year-olds. And I'm going, wow, like, surpassing just something like that, it is a blessing. So some people don't like getting older. To me, it's just a number, and just being grateful for what we're given every single day. Like, each day is a gift, as they say. It's the present, literally. So I'm glad for each day that I'm given, and I couldn't be any happier, really. So, and being blessed with everyone in my life, that's pretty cool. I think every day is a gift, honest. So Yeah.
It really is. I've lost two brothers at different times. One was 26 and one was 34. And I wake up every day, and I've had some pretty close calls too. And I think I'm still here for a purpose. I am so grateful. Yes, better than the alternative, Ramona says. That's one of my
Yes.
favorite sayings is
Yeah.
people go, oh my God, I'm getting older. I'm like, better than the alternative. So thank you, Ramona. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful. Like literally wake up and I'm breathing and I can see and hear. And, you know, we have so many people don't necessarily have even that level of health, let alone their life. So yes, I totally agree. Getting older. Having said that, I'm not 92 yet. I mean, in a couple of years I will be, but
Right. Give us another day.
yeah, but it's interesting. So for parties, do you prefer to
Parties,
just
right.
have like, and like you said, it's kind of a preference. It depends on the weather. I have a June birthday, so I can definitely be on a deck in a
Yeah.
balcony patio having, you know, a nice warm birthday.
When the
Not
summer
every year,
birthday,
but usually not snow.
right?
But sometimes people are like, I don't want a big deal made. And sometimes they're saying that, but they really do. They're just kind of like, well, they don't want to get their hopes up and be disappointed.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like, no, don't make a big deal, don't make a big deal. And some honestly just really don't want a big deal made until maybe it's a milestone birthday. It's, you know, they're
That's
turning
true.
50 or 40 or 30 or whatever that might be, right? So
Yeah.
I think parties, and same with gifts. So gifts get to be, they can be awkward for some people because they're really keeping score. It's not so much giving. So this is fascinating. I heard this from a philosopher. I call him he's very philosophical, this older gentleman. And he said, giving, yeah, he's very philosophical. He said, giving is from the head, gifting is from the heart. Giving's from your head and gifting's from your heart. And I just love that thought that, you know, we give. And when we talk about, say, Jade with the charity that she's supporting, that is a gift from the heart, but that might be more of a case of I'm giving because I do care about making a difference for these families.
Yeah.
But when you gift from the heart, you aren't keeping score. You aren't comparing. You honestly are just gifting, and you know that somewhere in the universe that's reciprocated. So that is going to ripple out and it's going to bless somebody. It might not come back directly to you from who you gifted, but it's going to find you in abundance in some way.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I'm like that too. I like to give because I got a big heart and I like to give to those that deserve it. No, I'm just kidding. I do like to give
we
because
all deserve it.
you know, we all deserve it. You know, however, if I give to you, even the receiver, I find if they are receiving in a very loving way, to me, that's a good gift, right? They're very appreciative, whatever. Because I've had people I've given things to, and they're like, yeah, thanks, whatever. And it's like, well, gee, not again. Like that's not happening. So, you know, I don't really ask for much in return as a person. I'm not very much like, well, you owe me because I gave you this or that. Like never have I been like that because I know that it's like the whole karma saying whatever you give will come back and, you know, tenfold kind of a thing. So, but yeah, over the years, we also have to make sure now because Ramona's watching, as I've learned some boundaries, don't give and give and give and give and just empty yourself, right? Be able to, you know, have some boundaries with it as well. So, because I think that's very important. Like I said,
give from overflow. And, you know, that comes back to that whole every single day, that self-care that you're giving from an overflowing cup but fill your own, take care of yourself. Don't be scraping off the bottom of it to try and help others. So I'm curious to know, what has been your absolute to date favorite best gift ever so far that really just like boom, the first one that comes to mind? Was it a Barbie when you were a kid, or was it a pony when you were a teen, or was it a dinner out or a trip or something that was not a tangible thing, but something somebody did for you?
Oh my goodness. You know, it's actually, I'd have to say when my older kids started taking me out for dinner. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Just like out of the
That is
blue,
so
you
sweet.
know, hey, what
That
are you
is so
doing? Do you want to
sweet.
go for dinner? And I'm like, yeah, because it's not, it's like their thought, but on top of it, it's their time. So they're
Yes.
taking their time out. And, you know, to me, that's everything. That's a huge gift because you're also making memories together, right? So there's a whole bunch of things involved in just that. So I'm not like, okay, yeah, let's go out for 5 hours, whatever. It's like, okay, if we go for an hour or so and it's dinner, then fabulous, right? Like, you know, so I think when it's given just out of the blue as well, to me, that's everything. Because I don't, like I said, I don't expect much or I don't expect things. So when it's, I'm more of like the surprise person. I'll be like, no, 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 don't throw me a party. But if you surprise me, I'd be like, okay, hell yeah.
Yeah. We're doing that. I'm here. I
So yeah, that's why I was like, okay. You're like, oh yeah, birthday. And I was like, okay, why not?
yeah.
Let's just celebrate it. And why not? Because we do need to talk about these topics for birthdays and why not? This is a great time because like you said, these conversations we are giving to our audience as well and they're learning something. So this is a gift that's going to keep giving, which I'm down for.
Yeah, I
All
love
the time.
that. And the shift that we can have about the aging, so it's better than the alternative, where it's a lot of gratitude instead of, oh man, it sucks to get old, and then there's this, and that is
Yeah.
a very huge mindset shift. But also, like you said, to be open to, maybe you didn't feel like you needed to celebrate your birthday, but you were open and receptive, and you just accepted it with gratitude, and you make that shift, and you're like, you know what, cool, I really appreciate the thoughtfulness or whatever. But
Yeah.
you know what, my absolute best, I don't think this could maybe ever be topped, birthday
Okay.
gift. 3.5 years ago, my youngest grandson was born on my birthday. He's my
That's
birthday
a
buddy. So
gift.
yeah, that's pretty amazing. You can't
That's so
beat that.
sweet.
Well, and
No.
he was due the day before my birthday, and then the day of my birthday, it's like 4:30 in the afternoon, and my daughter calls, and she had a 3-year-old already, and she said, I don't know, like, there's nothing happening. I don't think it's going to be on your birthday, whatever.
Like, sorry.
And like 3 hours later, I get a
Put away the
text
towels,
from,
put away the hot water. Nothing's
yeah,
happening.
yeah. 3 hours later, I get a text from her husband saying, "We're at the hospital and it's go time."
Yeah.
And he made it under the wire and was born on my birthday. So I think that's pretty cool for a birthday gift. As
Yeah,
far
that's
as
cute.
getting older,
Yeah.
what, other than it's better than the alternative, but birthdays really do mark milestones. Is there something that you've ever done? Maybe you don't do it consistently every year, but some people have a tradition of how they acknowledge that milestone of another birthday and maybe look back at the past year. What has changed? What would they like to see happen in the next year? Do they have a bucket list? Sometimes people have, there's 50 things I want to do before I'm 50. Is there anything like that you've ever done?
Not really.
Okay, next
Okay,
question.
next. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you. Next. Man, that is a good question.
What would
No,
you like to? Have you got thoughts on that?
I just this morning as I was driving to brunch was, you know, actually was when I was coming back from brunch, thinking that how, yeah, I was just happy to have another day and it was beautiful outside. It's getting darker now, but just that, the roads were good. I was able to get out and go somewhere and meet up with a friend. I was just thankful that I had the day off, that I could go and do something. I kind of take it as it comes. But I do the small reflection, right? I think of a little bit of the years past to what I am now, personally, how much I've grown. Um, the thing, not, I don't necessarily look at the material gifts, but again, just like, okay, yeah, if kids took me out for birthday, whatever, just thankful that they think of me and that they do that. And they're old enough to, just to be able to put that together. Like it's kind of, because you do so much for your children growing up and their birthdays. I mean, that's a whole nother topic where, I mean, I just went crazy and like, yay, birthdays, right? Because they all, in itself, everyone should be celebrated in some type of a way. So I think birthdays are great to do that. But again, it's just one of those things where, yeah, I just like to take a moment and think back and go, hey, like, I'm thankful for more or less now, my business growing as much as it is, all the women that I've met in our groups, networking, and just like I said, even being able to have more people in my network that just messaged me out of the blue. And I was just like, hey, that's pretty cool. So
nice.
just the small acknowledgement. So it's pretty cool. I'm not being prideful or anything like that, but it's just nice that just people think of me, even if LinkedIn reminds you.
Well, even if
they do have to take a second to do it,
Even if the only time we celebrate ourselves is on our birthday, like it's sad, but that is a start, and it's not vanity or anything. I think we do struggle with that. I know I do. I preach it, like, celebrate you, and how can we celebrate you, and have you celebrated that accomplishment? Or somebody will say they did something and said, okay, well, how would you celebrate it? And I stopped to think about it one day. What would I do to celebrate myself? And it was really hard. I didn't even know. I put chocolate, like I don't know, like what could I do to celebrate myself? And that is our birthdays too, our milestones.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm still here. I have a purpose. I've accomplished. I've touched people's lives. How can we celebrate ourselves and just plan something special? Give ourselves that celebration. I like. Thanks for highlighting Ramona's comment there. It's easy to feel the need to accomplish a lot versus where I'm at my age and what we have done and what we've done beyond. I remember being in my teens even and thinking that at 30 you're very old, like not very old, but you're already, you're old, you're older. By the time you're like 50, you're pretty old. By the time you're 70, you're like ancient.
You're like, getting up there, you're ancient.
but that culture has changed. I think really now 70 is the new 50, or like people are of a younger mindset. They're staying more active. It's not like, oh, by the time, and this is honestly was a thing, but by the time you're 35, 40, you chop your hair off as women. You don't have long hair. That's for young women. You dress more frumpy and conservative. I call it frumpy. And everybody's got their own style. Great. But there doesn't have to be that cultural at a certain age expectation of how you should act, how you should talk, how you should look, and the energy level that you're allowed to display, right? So I really think that we do need to challenge those, and we're making great strides. I love that.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. I agree with you there, because oftentimes it's those cultural cues and it's those, okay, well, you're at this age, you should be doing this or doing that. And it's like, where is it written? Where is it written that we're supposed to, or we have to do?
Who makes the rules?
So,
that's exactly. I like what Ramona says here. She cut her hair more edgy and definitely dresses better than she did at 25. I think we start own our style, and we feel more comfortable, and we feel stronger in expressing ourselves, and that changes. Yes. I used to hate pink because I was an oldest kid, on tomboyish on the farm, on the ranch, breaking horse. Well, I say break, which is called, it's training horses. Yeah. And I had 3 younger brothers and no nearby. I had girlfriends at school, but nobody lived nearby. And I just associated with pink as girly, right? And so I just really frowned on pink. And yet I've embraced that over the last few years, or changed, our styles, like we said, like what she say here, as women, it's easy to feel disposable as we age. Ooh.
Well,
yes, she's out to change that. Good job, Ramona. Yes.
Yeah. Well, the thing
We're
is,
not
too, is
disposable, and we don't have to fit a certain
right. As we get
box.
older too, I think it's embracing our not just femininity, but also just our confidence
Mhm.
as well, and going, hey, like if you can rock black, rock it. If you want to rock whatever, but I think it's we get to that age where it's like, hey, fuck it. I'm gonna wear this. I'm
Yeah.
gonna wear that. I'm gonna do this. And you look good in that thing, whatever it is. And it's like, hey, you know what? I want to go out. I don't care what other people think, and I'm going to wear this, whatever. I mean, I don't suggest going with your boobs hanging out, though. Just gonna put that out there. As feminine as that is, crazy it is.
I've got some
Please don't do it.
outfits,
But
really fancy, dressy ones that are,
see
there
through
could be a
the
little
sheer
risque.
risque.
Yeah,
So, but I think
pushing the
though,
edge.
yeah, I mean, but I think where you could just start knowing more of our self-worth.
Yeah,
And it's like, hey, and I think as they say, confidence is the sexiness, right? So
it
as we get
is.
older, it's like, hey, you're comfortable in your skin and you're like, another year
Well,
older,
and
like, look at me. Why
one,
not? Like,
yeah,
rock it.
for a lot of women, they've already gone through some major changes, whether it's their health or, after you've had kids, your body's different, or you've had a divorce, or you've lost a spouse, or whatever it might be. They go through these, and they just feel like giving up.
Yeah.
And what I found, like I actually did a couple boudoir photo shoots just for myself. And they were different styles. One was
Boudoir.
fancier and one was more country and
Yeah.
and like badass. And it was just fun to kind of go, wait a minute, I am woman, hear me roar, sort of thing. Like grab your crown. Oh, mine's at the cleaners. I should have had my crown on today. But I think
Don't
we
have
all need
anything
to.
crowny.
Do you have yours? We all need to
I
really
have a
own that.
halo
Like
light.
we
Does that
are,
count?
halos are amazing. Wow, I lost mine years ago,
Oh.
and I'm not even looking for it
Some
anymore. I
people lose
really
it
don't.
during birthday parties and they
I
love
know,
it too
right?
much,
Okay,
right?
so another thing that
Okay.
came to mind when you were talking about kids and birthdays, because I still have a
Yes.
surprise for you here. What I did as when my kids were younger is I was actually fortunate. One of them had a birthday on the 15th of a certain month of the year, and another one, her birthday was on the 31st of a year. So it was kind of cool. It was like, a
Right in
middle of
between.
month, end of month. So I just thought one birthday a month wasn't enough, or a year. One birthday a year wasn't enough.
Wow.
So what I did was on the 15th of every single month, then that was my son's, it was his day. So he
Okay.
got to pick either or all of the above, a favorite meal for dinner or a favorite dessert and a favorite activity. And so if he chose, he's like, I can't think of anything, fine, we just skipped it that month. And
Yeah.
then on the 31st was my daughter. So that was her day of the month. And so every month they had a special day that they got to be the star of the day, and they could pick just something special that would make their day kind of unique. And it was
Yeah.
simple. It would just be, you like, what's a game you get to choose the game, you get to choose dinner, you get to be special in some way. You get to make some special choice. Maybe all it is pick the music in the car for the drive to the hockey rink. I don't know. But it was just something fun. And so that meant that they got to be special it was just, I was being creative because I wanted more birthday parties. That attitude of making people feel special. I've always
I think you
just
have a
loved
birthday
that.
fetish.
I think I have a birthday fetish. I possibly could, yes. Very likely, very likely. Okay, so have I got you really curious what I have for a surprise for you? I've mentioned it a couple times.
Well, I'm still waiting for Anna to show up here. And she hasn't.
Yeah, I
So
don't know where she is. That's okay. I know she was
maybe
picking her
she's
kids
right
up.
there
Okay.
beside you. Okay.
No,
Okay.
she isn't.
Oh.
Okay, this is a clue.
Oh, right. I totally forgot.
You,
Okay. There's a little backstory to this with Anna included. Um, with their cleaning company. Oh my goodness.
yes, go ahead.
If you put icing on that, you have to shove it in your face.
No,
For me.
I
It's my
refuse.
gift.
I'm going to show you a neat trick. Okay.
Okay,
I'm
show
going
me
to figure
tricks.
out.
But
Okay,
I wish Anna was here
I
because
think I have to, I'm going to try and do this on the camera, and I'm kind of upside down. So it's really easy.
oh my God, that's so cute. You can eat that from me. Thanks. Oh,
Okay, so that's
you
a
did that
rose.
piping very good.
It's super easy, and I'll do one more for people.
One for you, one for me.
Yeah, one for you, one for me.
Or both for you. Just
Yeah,
freeze
just
it,
both
and
for
then
me.
one day when we could see each other again, then you could bring it, okay?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, very
And that it usually is a little smoother because I'm not doing it upside down. So,
How to frosting with Deena.
So a little shameless plug here for one of my books. This is, I did a series of cookbooks for people to create keepsakes for their families. And then people said, hey, we want your family's favorite recipes. So the cupcakes and the icing and everything is in this book, if anybody wants it.
Let's eat.
And the secret to this, those roses that are so easy, is if you're ever curious and you don't know where to start, always start with the tip. And this is a very special, yeah, I did that on purpose. It's a big tip, and it doesn't even fit my normal icing gun. You have to use a bag.
Right. Is that a Wilton set?
It's Wilton tip.
No.
Yeah, this is the number 2D. So it's a 2D, a double D tip on a bag.
Giddy up.
And what you do to get the tint, could you see that there is
have
like
to angle it just so. Oh, I can't. Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
So what you do is
Tell me.
you put the colored icing in the bag and get it all on the outside edges of the bag. And then you drop all the white icing in the middle. And what it does is you can do it with blue, purple, pink, anything. And you get that tint on the edge of the petals. And it's super easy, but it looks really fancy.
Is that how they do that with the swirl ice cream too?
No idea. I never did work at Dairy Queen.
Right. You know
Can't
how
help
they
you
have
there.
like the soft ice cream
I know.
and they swirl it, but
You
it's
get
like
the pearl on
different flavor.
top.
But it's the different flavors. You could do like
the chocolate and vanilla.
Yeah, but there's also like creamsicle or raspberry, all those
I'm
kind of
guessing the
flavors.
machine does that.
So I think
That's
there's
my
two
guess.
separate holes where it's inserted and then it would come out as one. And
I'm
just do
thinking
the
so
whole-
too.
Sorry to
So
give it away, kids, but
it is your birthday.
yeah.
And since you're not here,
Oh, thank you.
gonna have a candle. And I have this nifty little.
When I went
This
for
is
brunch,
cool.
I asked
This
them
is
if they
fun,
could
too.
put some sparkles in my brunch. That's cute.
Ooh.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday
to me.
to you. Happy birthday.
Marilyn
to
Monroe.
you. Happy birthday, dear Cari. Okay, Blue, I'll help you.
Crowd goes wild.
I sure hope your crowd goes wild. I hope you made a special wish.
Yeah,
Ramona,
said,
I
"Give me
wish I
that
could
cupcake."
share. I wish I could share the cupcakes. I totally wish I could.
Ugh.
I am going to share them. I've been trying to be gluten and dairy free, so I might save a couple for Kyle, but I'm going to share them with the young family next door.
Oh, okay.
So I'm paying it forward.
Thank you.
And I'll let them know it's my good friend Cari's birthday, and I made birthday cupcakes.
Right, and she can't have any.
Yeah, she can't have any. I'm not.
Here's your birthday
any.
diet.
Yeah. Well, no, just yeah.
That was the best cupcake ever. I gained 0 calories.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way to do it, kids.
You doing a birthday diet?
No.
I hope not, because you're going out for dinner tonight.
I know. And I did a birthday brunch too. I had these amazing quesadillas.
Ooh, num.
Yeah. Eggs and peppers and sausage all in there with rosemary, chunky hash browns. Amazing. super amazing. Yeah,
That sounds delicious.
it was very, very, very good. And the quesadilla had cheese in it too. And it was just like, when it's hot and it just melts and you take a bite and it just like melts in your mouth.
Runs down your chin.
Oh, and you're doing the whole cheesy, stringy, like, with the tongue, you're trying to get the cheese. And you're like,
I love it.
that's
Oh my
the
God, I
whole.
love it.
Yeah, it was great. I had so much fun. So, and
Did you
then,
get any prezzies today?
I got a gift
Not
from
yet?
my mommy
Right.
and no other gifties yet. So, yes, lots of gifts, lots of messages and love from everyone. So
Yes.
that's a gift, like
Love
I said,
counts.
and a gift of time with you for our show today.
Thank you.
So I
love that.
appreciate that, and that you thought about me. And there's eventually a card on the way.
There's a card coming at some point, yes.
Right.
So we have our season finale on December 10? 11. December 11, yes. Come on, balloons. Oh yeah, I don't have a Mac. What am I doing? You did it!
Finally, I was like, I know it's like a distance thing, and I was like, where?
Was it? It was like when you started closer and then you pulled back a little bit and then they showed up.
Oh, maybe it's emotion. No, it
Nope,
never happened
much
ever
for that
again.
theory.
Oh, there we go.
There they are. Oh, I'm so happy we figured out the balloons.
Yay! And then there's, I think it's fireworks with this guy. The 2 thumbs up.
Maybe it's the same thing and then pull it back. On Saturday, you may get some gifts from your sisters.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That your mama?
That's my mommy. My mommy.
Hi, Mama Teresa. Thank you for
I
giving
love
us
you.
Cari. We really appreciate that.
Right?
That's
She's
the best
amazing.
gift that I'm getting on her birthday.
Yeah.
Is to spend time with her. So we have a season finale coming up and it's all about Christmas. And again, we will be talking about celebrations and parties and gifts and family time and how sometimes that can be tough and sometimes it's great. And I actually also encourage people. So December the 1st, I've got 2 of my magazines going out, Divorce Magazine Canada and Life Changes Magazine. And again, I know it's a plug, but in there is an article that a lady has. Oh, thank you. And I know you had to work hard to bring her into this world. Thank you for doing that, Teresa. There is an article. There's an article.
She was out in the snow up to her eyeballs delivering me.
Walking uphill both ways.
To school and back and delivering.
In snowshoes.
No, there were no snowshoes back then. They were just barefoot. Barefoot.
There were snowshoes 200 years ago, Cari.
No. Come on. You're not listening to the story right.
Anyways, there's an article that's going to be coming out on Sunday in the magazine around Alzheimer's in the house. And I think this is just amazing about helping families deal with, Alzheimer's and dementia and how they will sometimes avoid inviting family along because it can be tricky. So this is a lady who's an expert and has written books and articles and stuff on that. So that is, that's just one thing that, we might want to touch on in our Christmas episode, how we can shift our perspectives on our family time and, to gratitude. And the gifting, oh my gosh, can we be creative with our gift giving? I have some ideas around that, as I'm sure you will, and just help people, roll into the holidays, hopefully with some good Christmas shifts.
Right, exactly. And I do have to say, one of my favorite gifts any time of the year, whether it's birthdays or any day, is always the gift of experiences and gift of memories. Doing that together is always fun, no matter what it is. It could be a walk somewhere. It could be just one of those little markets. You just walk around and just go get ice cream, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's just fun, just those little things and whatever. But yeah, that's always my favorite type of a gift, is always those experiences.
Guess what I forgot here? Pink sprinkles.
Thank you, Deena.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
They're going to be all over my laptop. That's yeah.
Can you take that and just go?
I actually do have, I'll be vacuuming for days.
Can you just? Just sprinkle it all over. Just
We'll put some more on the cupcake.
do the whole. Oh my goodness! I saw this real quick. Instagram posted. It was like this black cat that got into a bag of glitter.
Oh God.
That's just insane. Anyway, that's that.
Thank you everybody for
Thank you, Deena, for
spending the afternoon with us and having a party for Cari.
appreciate y'all. Happy birthday. And if anyone's also sharing today's birthday with me, what up, birthday family? Woohoo! Birthday besties or birthday twinsies, as they call it. So yeah, no, I appreciate it, Deena, all your love and your support and just doing this with me today and spending some time on my birthday with me. That's an amazing gift. And making cupcakes and glitter, and that's really cute. I just loved it.
The highlight of my day. Okay.
Right. Thank you, Deena. Okay,
Enjoy
everyone, go out and enjoy your evening. I know it's a Wednesday, middle of the week, but just have some.
Every day is a good day.
Every day is a good day. Be thankful that you're here today with me. I appreciate all of y'all. Okay. Bye, everyone. We'll see you in 2 weeks for more Shift Happens with Deena and Cari. Good night, everyone.
Good night.